And good morning. You are watching Do I Need a Lawyer? Just received a phone call from someone wanting to know where they could pick up a copy of my #1 bestseller, The Authority on Personal Injury Claims in Georgia. It is available on Amazon.com, but I give all of my clients that are involved in car wrecks a free copy of the book. And if you have a question, pick up the phone and call me now, 770-934-8000, or you can email me, Gary@GaryMartinHayes.com. Now let's hit another question from one of our viewers. Mr. Hayes, I think I need a lawyer to help me with a case against a nursing home. My mom is 67 and was in a nursing facility in Atlanta. I would go to see her at least twice a week. However, a couple of months ago, my work required me to be gone for almost 2 weeks for some additional training. When I returned home, I went to visit my mom and I went ballistic when I went into her room because of my mom's physical condition. She was severely dehydrated and her sheets and undergarments were soiled. I could tell that they had not been changed in some time. Wow. She also had developed a bad ulcer in the lower part of her back because they were not turning her in the bed. I got her cleaned up and arranged for her to be moved to a facility near my home in Johns Creek. It makes me so mad that the facility allowed my mom to get into this condition. Do I need a lawyer? And that comes to us from Carla in Johns Creek. Carla, thanks for the email. I'm very sorry to hear about your mom and the neglect that she suffered at the nursing home. And let me tell you, this hits home for me as my mom is currently in an assisted living facility now. And Carla, I would certainly encourage you to consult with a lawyer regarding this claim, as it is obvious your mom was the victim of nursing home neglect. Not only will you be taking care of her, but you'll also be hopefully protecting others and preventing this from happening to someone else at that facility. So whenever you move a loved one into a nursing home or assisted living facility, it can be incredibly stressful. Trust me. One of the biggest concerns may be making sure your parent or relative will be adequately cared for while in the nursing home. So let me give you some scary stats on why you should be concerned. The National Center on Elder Abuse estimates that 1.5 million Americans ages 65 or older have been injured or abused by someone on whom they depended for care or protection. Of the 1 million nursing home residents that are abused or neglected each year, 2/3 of those are women. And only 1 in 14 of the abuse or neglect cases are ever reported to the authorities. This scares me too. In 1999, nursing home stats regarding the cause of patient death found that almost 5,000 death certificates listed starvation, dehydration, or bed sores as a cause of death. In 2001, 1 out of every 4 nursing homes was cited for causing death or serious injury to a resident. Okay, so we know there are many problems out there with nursing homes. I want to cover how you can spot abuse and neglect and how we can stop it. And this is an area where an ounce of prevention by doing your homework on the facility will best ensure your loved one's safety and health. So here are the top 5 things I recommend you do when trying to find that right facility. Number 1, tour the nursing home facility. Nothing is more valuable than the insight you gain from making personal visits to the home you are considering. And I encourage you to make multiple visits before you decide. And consciously, while you're there, make an effort to observe the following. Is the home well lit? Does it look clean by your personal standards? Do the residents appear well groomed and clean? Do they look happy? How does the staff interact with the residents? Is the facility free of overwhelming unpleasant odors? Is the atmosphere generally friendly and welcoming? Number 2, meet the facility staff and ask questions. One of the first people you will probably meet is the marketing director for this facility. They will take you on a guided tour that they have pre-planned to highlight everything that is right with the home. But there are others that are involved in the day-to-day operation of the facility that are far more important for you to meet, such as the home's administrator, the medical director, and the staff that actually works with the residents. So here are some important questions to ask the facility staff. Are beds available? What level of nursing care is available? Is there a staff doctor or medical director? Are personal physicians allowed? What is the staff to patient ratio? How many residents live in the home? Do they have a section of the facility dedicated to patients with special needs, such as Alzheimer's patients? Number 3, meet the current residents and their families at the facility. Ask them the following. What do they think of the facility? What do they think of the staff? Do they enjoy the food? And observe the patients. Do they look happy? Do they look clean and well groomed? Number 4, check the facility's records. Every nursing home facility will be inspected at least one time a year, and you can go to the website for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to see just how well the facility has performed during those inspections, and you can find this on GaryMartinHayes.com. Number 5, trust your gut. Folks, trust your gut. Do your instincts tell you that this may not be the right facility for you? Do you have a bad feeling about it? Does it make you question whether or not this is the best place for your loved one to call home? If so, then I highly recommend you think twice about choosing this facility. So folks, if you or a loved one has been abused or neglected in a nursing home facility, don't delay. Don't wait. Pick up the phone and give us a call to discuss your claim. It's free. It's completely confidential. There is no obligation. 770-934-8000 or Gary at GaryMartinHayes.com.